The illusion of action. Again and again, over and over, my sweeties. Repetition. Your pain, my gain. Let's recap what you need to do to compose reality. First, we need to wake up. Then, activate the plate. While we're holding the feeling and attention on the plate, in that frequency, we need to compose the scene. Keep your attention on the plate, step into the scene, and then release the scene. Whether it works or not depends on whether you accept or negate what is happening, meaning it is only possible if it fits in the mold of your worldview. You've heard this already, I know, but you're still acting like goldfish with foggy memory. So I'll repeat it again and again and again and again until it sticks or until I order your heads off. Whichever comes first. You, my darlings, are relatively primitive beings. Your worldview is a mold, and reality must pour into that mold before you accept it. This means that nothing can happen to you that does not fit in with how you perceive the world and yourself within it. If something doesn't fit, you'll ignore it, doubt it, or explain it away, even if magic slaps you in the face. In dreams, though, you relax this mold and miracles slide in. But in waking life, your precious little brains say, that can't happen. So it doesn't. Your ability to move the frame depends on whether you can believe, or even better, know in its possibility, or whether you remain in doubt of its ability to come to life. Performing simple miracles will be easy for you. You'll find it easy to manifest things that match your everyday experience. A friendly text, a coincidence bump in, a parking lot spot that is open at the last minute. Bravo, you're a magician. But anything beyond that, anything that breaks your personal storybook logic, you won't allow it. Not because it's impossible, but because your mold won't bend. You think it's reality, but it's just your standards for what's believable. Don't worry though, I will repeat the same thing many times over and over again and again until you understand, and if you don't understand, I will delete you all. I can do without brainless slugs. Alright, don't cry, my feeble ones. Listen on. Once, previously, I said the script carries you along a film role that you did not choose. The film role equals your lifeline. The script equals your fate. You did not choose either. You showed up and started playing your role. And not only that, you don't even try to change it, although you could. You think you're making choices, but most of the time, the choices are making you. You get an idea, you take action, you struggle, you think, this is my will. How adorable. It's all in the script. What you call free will is usually just the next cue in the scene. You don't think it, the scene did. And now you're just playing it out like a very enthusiastic mannequin. Now, you won't be able to see through this kind of illusion though, because you're constantly in it. Do you remember when we talked about dream mannequins? Dream mannequins don't know that they're in a dream. Film characters don't know that they're being watched, and you don't know that you're in a script unless you stop and ask, who am I? Where am I? And what the hell is going on here? If you're not asking that, you're not self-aware, you're just a well-dressed prop. And now I'm asking you, do you know who you are? You think the thoughts are yours, that you want what you want, and that you're moving forward. But your thoughts are just the dialogue of your current frame. You're immersed in the scene, oblivious to the fact you didn't write it. Your attention is constantly immersed in one of the two screens and your intention in the current frame. So you see, your motives and actions are not in fact yours. Every night you enter a dream body. a mannequin suit and play out a reel. In waking life, it's the exact same. A new frame, a new mannequin. You become it without realizing you're playing a role. But here's the question. How are you different to the dream mannequins if in waking life you live as if you were in a dream? If you never wake up inside your role? And generally speaking, what makes you any better than a snail? Repulsive, slimy snails which respond equally as primitively to all external stimuli. They tuck away their horns and hide in little houses. Your fate is as predetermined as you are predictable, reactive, mechanical. Your fate is as rigid as your worldview. And I love you for it, but it's time to evolve. At least slugs don't have Wi-Fi. You're not trapped because life is cruel. You're trapped because you're asleep. The more you see through the illusion of action, the more freedom you can reclaim. When you finally stop playing the part blindly, you can walk through reality like a lucid dreamer. Frame by frame, scene by choice. Even the little that you have learned so far, my dears, is incomprehensible to you because it does not fit the mold of your worldview. And as long as it remains inaccessible to you, you will be free in dreams and bound in your fate. But when you finally see the light and ditch the illusion, you will be able to stroll through reality like a living being inside a film. And you will be able to pick a new reality, like choosing a reel from the archive. Once you remember who you are, you're no longer watching the movie. You can pick a new film, walk into a new lifeline, step into a scene where you're not just the actor, but the director. And now, I'm off my slippery little snails, leaving this frame and entering the next. But you've got work to do. I'll repeat the formula. Wake up, activate the plate, hold the signal, and compose the scene. Don't make me come back and do this again. Or do. I love the sound of my own voice. Toodles!